So, what is the deal with the Rubicon River? Well, the Rubicon, it's essentially the northern boundary. Is the landmark they use as a northern boundary between the essentially the two consulships of Julius Caesar and General Pompey. Now, a consul basically it's like a military governor. You can kind of think of it like if the governor of Texas also ran the army of Texas. So basically, what Caesar did was by crossing the Rubicon, he essentially had broken the law because he was in command of an army outside of his consulship, which was illegal. So why would Caesar do such a thing? Well, it's a very interesting story. Now, obviously, Caesar won power, and the idea was he was hopeful that if he crossed the Rubicon and entered Rome and was able to conquer Rome, then what would end up happening is he could basically seize control of the entire the entire Roman Republic. Now, the thing is, though, why was Caesar so motivated to do this thing? Essentially, during his Gallic campaigns in France, Caesar had broken Roman military law on several occasions. And essentially, he was worried that after his reign as the general and as the consul of the Gallic provinces came to an end, they were going to either arrest him and throw him in prison or banish him or essentially force him to retire. And when it became pretty apparent that Caesar was going to be sort of blocked from running for consulship, he realized like if he was ever going to have a political future in the Roman Republic, he would have to essentially seize power by force. And so that's kind of the history of the Rubicon, and in a little nutshell there. I promise you guys I give like a short breakdown of it, but essentially by crossing that, Caesar instigated the Roman Civil War, and would let's aim to have the market kind of around there, maybe. Yeah, that's pretty good. Here would be a little far over to the side, I think. But yeah, maybe there. We'll put it in there, but we won't actually build it just yet. Yeah, so basically it was essentially that watershed event that led to, for now let's not work. Well, I guess we could actually. Let's get hunters going first. There's that watershed event, though. Caesar crossing the Rubicon with his legions essentially guaranteed that there would be a civil war in Rome, and that civil war eventually led to Caesar seizing total power as a dictator in perpetuity. Now, dictator, the original meaning of it in Rome was kind of interesting, too. It didn't mean like someone who just seizes power. It just meant someone who could dictate the laws because he had been elected to do so during a military campaign. But it came to mean someone who seizes power because, that's what Caesar did. He got himself assigned to be the dictator of the Roman Republic, first for a decade, but then after that he essentially said, nope, this is going to be a permanent thing. So that is what was going on with that. Let's see. So we have a hunter going. Things are coming along pretty well. I do want to get in the market in, but I'm actually going to hold off on that until I have a really good little quarry going on. But let's kind of plan out our main town here. So I do want like a road kind of going up this way and either around that, or we'll figure out. We're gonna this our ox cart. It survives all the trials and tribulations of Runnymede. So yeah, it's even more historically significant now. So I don't know why I like that joke. I do. I'm just thinking here, like where I kind of want to get like a home, if I can, like fit a home in there or something. Good. I think we're good on houses, though. If you look here. Yeah, we actually maybe have too many now, but we'll leave them going like that. And I'm really digging the fact we put in stone houses. It hasn't really nearly as hindered us as much as I was worried it would. But we definitely, there's still a little bit of stone nearby, but we need to think about this quarry, and we need to think about now. I think maybe, honestly, like kind of over here a bit. It's a shame because like with the quarry near the town, that'll make the people living in the town unhappy, but I think we can balance that out with having like a nice little cemetery. Like people aren't happy. Remind them of their mortality. then they'll be happier, I guess. Now, let's get some more hunters going because I do want to get a good supply of leather built up so we can actually get some coats. I'm gonna go ahead and allow working here, and I'm gonna bump up the fishing as well. Now that we have storage there, so. And yeah, let's let the town just have a whole bunch of babies and fill up. So we're coming along pretty swell, actually. I'm digging it. Now I might need to scooch this down just a tad. Let me think here. I don't really want to do like all houses. I'm gonna mix this up a bit. One thing I could put in there is actually a bonus woodcutter. That'd be here. And like a tavern or something. Well, let's see. Will the tavern fit? I think it will. Nice. Yeah. We'll put a little tavern in there. A tavern, maybe a woodcutter. Let's see. Yeah, that works really well. And I have the woodcutter here. Let's not dump a ton of stone and stuff into these. So let's pause them. I won't need the second woodcutter for a bit of time. And then maybe like a house and a stockpile for the woodcutter. And I'm gonna put in like a wooden house and pause it. We don't need any homes immediately, but eventually we'll need them. And we'll put in just a small 4x4 just to service that guy. Cool. That worked out pretty well. Over here, I wonder, this might be a second blacksmith if it'll fit. Let's try that. It looks like it can, but there'll be a little bit of space. So what I'm gonna do, I'll get this guy, and then we'll put in a well, because that'll be near the market, and that'll keep the market safe. And again, stop. Ah. Now it's like the laborers are too good at their jobs. First I was complaining, now I'm annoyed at them for being good at what they're doing. Let's bump up the gathering and the fishing even. I want a lot of food coming in, and we can go down to 1 labor. Yeah, let's get, honestly, maybe 2 wells. Well, no, we don't need 2 wells. We'll put 1 in and then have just a little green space. That will work pretty. I like that. That'll work. And just like, yeah, kind of near the. We'll pause that. I don't want them to dump a ton of stone into it. So let's see here and get a little bit of just kind of a little circle of road going around it. Cool. Now I'm gonna pause this sec. So it seems like our central town is kind of coming together. I still want like a space for a church, and obviously like the trading post, and a town hall. I'm thinking the town hall might be good around here. Town hall or a hospital. Let's see. I'm gonna put them down, but not actually build them. And nice. It fits in perfectly. So let's go ahead and do that. Because it's kind of a centralized location. It's near our everything, and I like that because this is definitely going to be our main main little settlement, and then we'll have well, obviously we'll branch out eventually, but medium map we're not going to have too many extra little settlements around. Maybe like 3 markets total. We'll see how it goes. We'll definitely want one kind of maybe up here, and then have farmland near it, and then like maybe another one kind of up in this corner, kind of servicing like maybe some some logging industry up here. So that's kind of like the plan moving forward. Now, let's see. I seem to be having a pretty good birth rate and filling up my homes. So, two things I want to do. I want to secure additional lumber supplies. So, I'm wondering, like, where would be the best ideal spot for that? And, well, let's go ahead and pin this so we get an idea where it is. Honestly, we might want to build a bridge. Can we get this guy to go kind of... Well, if we do that there, the bridge will cut into the fishing. Let's pin him too. And pin this. So, I think we kind of need a bridge somewhere around here going across. At the same time, I really need to look up the trading post. So, we'll table that bridge actually for now. Eventually, I do want like maybe 2 trading posts here and here. And like a big stockpile for them, and a bridge going across to maybe even another forest node, or maybe this is where we'll start the farmland. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Eventually, we'll have farms. So let's see. And why is it every time I pause, it seems like it's raining? So I noticed it. Honestly, let's have this running at not 10 times speed. Let's crank it down to 1 time. If we stretch this road out here, let's have like line against that road another one, and maybe a little bit over, but not too far. I don't want to run into the same problem we were having before, where things were so far out of the way that nothing ever got built. So, okay, and there's the road, and we just lost it again. Okay. And I'm actually going to leave a little bit of room because we're anticipating having a woodcutter in between these two. So let's just put it kind of like, that should be good. Yeah, like that. Okay. And now we don't need that one pinned, and we'll get this one pinned. And let's finish off the road in between them. Just to get going on some more gathering, because I anticipate we're going to need it. It seems like our growth is pretty good. So, we'll get in. We'll do the whole shebang. We'll get a gather hut going and hunting cabin. Let's actually put storage next to the gathering hut. Next to the gathering hut, but also closer to the town than, say, the hunting cabin would be. And then going back here, get the hunting cabin going. I want it kind of close together. You can leave gap, or actually no. Let's leave a gap so we can go down. Move. And we'll go ahead and put in a little bit of road, just right there. Yeah, because I might even put like a 3rd one here. And I think 3 is honestly like, we might need more if we want to get that achievement where you collect like a ton of wood over 100 years. But 3 should be a pretty solid start. And I don't want them to get so far away that, I mean, within these little hunting areas, they don't run out of food. But the whole point is this is going to be supplying useful resources to our main town. So you don't want all the lumber to be so far away that our vendors can't go grab it. So that's something to keep in mind. Let's see. Yeah, I'll leave them up and let them get to building. However, I think let's go ahead and get this stone. Kind of clear out the area around it, and also get all the iron, just to keep up in our tools and all that. Now, I'm very close to putting in the quarry as well. I think we want that soon. And we also need a mine, obviously. I might actually put the mine here. It's a little bit closer to the town. That would be down here. And I think having it be in a decent location that things can reach it seems like it's important. So... Anyway, that way any laborers, as they come in, they'll help clear this out. Let's see, we also need some houses out here. Another problem I think I was having was I wasn't putting in enough homes near all these little nodes. And Oh, let's put a stockpile in too before I forget. And just like a little 5x5. And some more houses. Yeah, it's coming along. It's looking solid so far. We'll see. I'm sure I'll crash and burn, but I think 4 homes should be enough. Did that not? Oh, I built them. How did I manage this? Okay, let's fix that before they. I want them to be lined up. So, okay, I see what happened. I didn't build anything there. And this one, is this one lined up? I think that one is. Let's double check. It looks like it. Okay. Little dirt road. And the other thing too is the sooner we get the quarries, the sooner we'll have like a good surplus of stone, and the sooner we can upgrade our roads. And upgrading the roads will really help with logistics. Like with these long stretches, you kind of want to have stone roads so that they can fly through it, and it helps a ton. It's similar in a way to having stone houses early, because the earlier you get stone houses, the more firewood. See, we're not hurting for firewood whatsoever, yet in the last playthrough we were, so that's something to keep in mind. Anyway, let's see, I put in Gatherer's Hut and the Forester Lodge. So I'm going to need hunting. A little hunting cabin here should be swell. Did we already got the road in. Okay, good. And I just like them to be nice and flush. So that should be a good start. Yeah, leave it open. Let them build it. I think at this point it's kind of just a matter of waiting for these kids to become adults so we have more labor pool. But since we have to wait, let's just crank up the speed. Now, let's continue planning here. Goodness. Like, honestly, I need to get the church and, blah, blah, blah. The cemetery in. I wonder if the church will fit this way. Let's try it. If the church was, I'll try to get it, like, kind of flush and lined up. I also need to keep in mind, like, the quarry is going to be somewhere over here. And I think we'll be okay with the quarry being close to these houses, because I plan to put in a few more houses kind of around the market as well. But the quarry should be okay if we have stuff. If we have like a cemetery and a church and the tavern, I think that'll keep people happy enough even with the quarry and the mine nearby. So, actually, let's gosh, it's kind of a matter of like chicken or egg. What do I build out first? Let's plan the church out. Oh my goodness. That's a big fire. Look at that. How did it spread so fast? Well, I think wooden houses are also fire resistant, so that's something, but I mean, stone houses are, but oh dear. Well, we have some stuff stored up. My main concern is if this spreads to here, we're going to lose all our food, all our tools. I wish there was a way you could just say, quick, empty the barn, but you can't. You kind of have to hope that they put out the fire before it gets to there. Oh dear. Well, we just have to let it run its course. That's a big fire, though. Yeesh. Oh, the can burn. Come on, save the storage. Oh God. Look at all this. No, don't go fishing. Go putting out fires, please. And you see what they're doing here is they run to the river. They pick up these buckets. They don't really do a bucket brigade, but you know they rush over with buckets trying to put out the fires. That was nasty. That was gnarly though. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, that's a disaster. Not only did we lose all the houses, but we lost like a huge amount of food. Oh no. This is bad. This is really bad. Everything went up in flames. Look at that. Well, Okay, well, I guess we're gonna have to rebuild then. In that case, since we've lost so much, I'm going to tell them to not build this immediately. I want them to kind of instead focus on rebuilding the town. That's gnarly, and 13 people are homeless too, just before winter. Ow! Well, you know, it's painful to see that, but sometimes you gotta deal with these disasters. Look at that, yeesh. Fortunately, we have a few laborers, and I think this storehouse still has a ton of food. So, yeah, we lost the main thing that hurt us is losing those tools and losing the houses. But I think we can bounce back from this. Hopefully, we won't also lose the blacksmith. I'm hoping this fire just goes out and spares it, because that's an expensive building. Even the storage shed could be a little expensive, but this is really expensive. And oh, we lost the stone houses too. Urgh. Oh man. Shoot. I think we're gonna lose our whole settlement. Like everything. Everything's gone. Oh dear. Eesh. Well, I guess we're not building the church immediately. This can be. That's punishing, actually. Oh no, not here too. Oh, the whole thing's gone. It's all burned down. Ew. It's all burned down, and we've used up. That's so unfair. That basically means that. I mean, that could be a town killer right there. Some random, whatever jackass started that fire has killed like our whole. Oh gosh. Well, we'll just let it run out. Just times 10 till the fire's done. And we need to rebuild some stuff. I'm not gonna rebuild the stone houses immediately. I don't think we're gonna have enough stone for it. I will rebuild the wooden houses. And the tailor, and the storage. I'm tempted to reclaim these. Oh, just it removes. It doesn't actually. Oh, is this? Oh, stop destroying. Yeah, I don't want. I want to rebuild. I don't want to remove. Okay. Ooh, that's nasty though. I think we're gonna have to accept that we've lost the stone houses. Because I don't have enough stone now to really rebuild them. Especially when I need to rebuild so much. Well, that's really bad because we don't have a convenient... See, if there was still some stone lying around, we just grab that. I guess we have some over here. So hopefully, between the stone and iron stuff, that we still is relatively close. Oh, winter's coming around too. Well, we're gonna go through these food supplies a bit, but at least we had like a really good food supply. So yeah, we're just gonna have to rebuild. That's rough. That's really rough, actually. But yeah, I'm gonna let it run times 10 and wait for them to rebuild. Not much else we can do. It's not like, we have insurance or anything. Fortunately, we do have, like, some stuff saved up. So, we're going to... Actually, let's try rebuilding a couple of the stone houses as well. I think, honestly, having them would be a good plan. And looking at... There's actually quite a lot of stone that they can grab here. So, I think they can get that back up and running. Being replaced, and we'll rebuild everything because we kind of need to. Let's get maybe another builder. I think we're still okay though. I think that it's gonna set us back a bit. It's gonna chew into our surplus a little, but it's not going to ruin everything. I think that we just need to make sure we're clearing out. Like, in fact, I'm gonna or then clear out some of the stone over here as well. I don't want it to be like too far away from it, but I think that any stone that's fairly convenient, we need to kind of go after. Ah, heck, let's just clear out everything here. And if they're wasting a lot of time kind of running around trying to get rocks and stuff, then I might pause some of these buildings, but hopefully, you know, like right now, though, we have a lot of 20 homeless. Jeez, I'm almost tempted. Let's get our priority tool out. So instead of them kind of putting it in one spot at a time, they'll focus on the things we need. And right now, I think we need houses. So we'll increase the priority on that first. Get that reclaimed, get that rebuilt. And see, we got like a ton of fishing guys kind of going out here and helping to clear out the land. So since they don't have any place to fish at right now. So yeah, we'll just slowly but surely get some extra builders, and yeah, now we're getting some homes back. So in a way, it almost is better because we have enough to actually fix it, and it'll mean kind of like a better distribution of people and houses, I think. Let's also unpause that house just to kind of like help out and get us back on our feet. Yeah, they're doing a decent job of clearing this out, actually, so that's good. That's good. Not nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be, so that's nice. And we got some homes up and running. I think, yeah, we're gonna roll with this punch. It's kind of a nasty thing to happen, especially after we invested in all that stone, but it's okay. Now, it looks like we might need some firewood, so I might also prioritize the chopper. The chopper. So I think I'm gonna let that run at kind of a higher speed while they rebuild, and let's start planning out like where the mine's gonna go in the quarry. Those should be over here. I'm gonna put the mine. I'm just gonna actually put it up here. I think I'd rather have it closer to town than like basically get as close to town as I can, which is it seems to be just out there. And let's see, it needs stone and log. Let's pause that because I don't quite have the stone for it yet. And we'll where's the okay? That's the edge of it. We'll just drag a road straight across. And I might have the quarry almost adjacent to it. Let's kind of plan for having some houses in here, and we'll make them wooden. Wooden ones are nice looking anyway. But we won't build these yet because we don't have enough stone for all of them. So, in fact, we're kind of struggling to. Oh, let's rebuild that one too. Yeah, we're kind of struggling to recover here, and it's because of. Well, it's because they have to like walk really far away to get at stuff. It might help actually to put in yet another road going down this way. I guess, yeah, that's fine. And that'll get a road ready for when we build another node out here. But obviously, plans to build that are going to be delayed while we kind of recover and get our housing situation sorted.